Seriously though, don't even get me started with people when they're driving in the rain and they don't have their headlights on. Like, are you serious? It's actually raining outside. You need to put your headlights on. Listen, like, we live in New York State. That's a law. That's like, you know, and it's not just like me being like, hey, police officer here, you need to follow, like, no, you need to follow the rules because of safety. This is how people get into accidents. I don't know how it is in other states. I don't know how it is in other countries, but in New York State, we put our lights on when it's raining. You just need to do it. I really need to get that thought out there. My parents aren't home, so I can't be like, guys, like, did you see what all these people are doing? This is how accidents happen, bro. You need to follow the rules. Okay, so I didn't come on here to express to you guys about my feelings towards other drivers. And no, this is not bad. Nothing is bad is happening to the future of the channel, but I did want to talk about this because it's something that I have like this new idea and I really want to run with it. And, you know, yes, it is my channel and I can do whatever I want. I mean, that's like a weird way of putting it, but like I can put out as many or as little videos as I want to. You know, I have a lot of power in my content and like what I do and stuff like that. But at the same time, you know, like, I don't know how to put this, but it's like you all are the ones who are like watching me, and so like I feel like I owe a certain amount of videos to you. And like I think because the reason why I think that way, like, for example, me saying, hey guys, like, I'm totally going to, you know, come out with a video once every month. Like, to me, that's just not adequate. You know, for some YouTubers, that's an adequate number for them or whatever, but like, I try to do like at least 2 videos a week, and that has been working out for me really well. I mean, I've been super busy this past semester. I'm student teaching right now, which is like this giant, like, unpaid internship is like a good way of phrasing it. Like, I'm teaching, I'm working with another teacher, I'm there from when the school day starts to when the school day ends. Like, I'm doing all the stuff that a teacher does and like grading and all that sort of stuff. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff that's going into it, but I've still managed to keep up with YouTube because I really love it, and I felt like taking a break or anything like that is not really, that's just not what I want to do. You know, I'd get really lonely and I'd be like, I really want to film, because there's some days where I'm just like, it's been a long day, and some people would be like, hey, I don't even want to do anything, but for me, it's like a release, and the thing I really like to do is I like to film and I like to talk. So, you know, hence I'm a teacher and I like to talk to people and like talk to kids and like help kids, so that's, you know, what I'm doing. One thing I always felt about myself, and I think a lot of people feel this way, is I have always been, I feel like, a person who likes a lot of different things, where you get me going on this one thing, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna run with this idea for a while. And I've never been like, I have this one thing in my life, and that's all I like. I am a writer. I love to write. It's been my outlet for a while. It's something that I really, really love to do. Even writing essays in school, I love writing essays. I love to write. I also, I'm a reader. You know, I do like to read books a lot. I like to read, I've been reading a lot of books recently, actually, which has been super awesome. I really like to read comic books too, that's another thing. What else do I like to do? YouTube videos, obviously. You know, hanging out with my friends, watching movies, playing video games. So I have a lot of things in my life that I like to do and enjoy doing. And one of the things that I felt like when I started this channel is I was like, well, I'm making magic. Oh, and magic, I forgot magic too, is a part of my life. It's, you know, I'm producing magic videos, but one thing, you know, I felt like because of that, I wasn't really able to talk about a lot of other things, which is why, you know, when I started with that driving example, I'm not just someone who, like, eats, breathes, lives magic. You know, I'm an actual person, and, like, I go out and teach, and I go out and drive in the big bad world and have to deal with all these awful drivers. You know, it's like trying to explain to kids that, like, you're a person too, and, like, my kids are so funny with this because they're 7th graders, and so they don't really they're just starting to kind of realize that concept that, like, I'm an actual person, and, like, I don't sleep under a desk. You know, it's like a thing that you thought of when you were, like, 5. I mean, I thought that for, like, years. So it's like, wow, teachers are not people at all. They're, like, robots, and they definitely sleep under desks. I'm a teacher, can confirm that is not the truth. That does not happen. So, yeah, they're, like, funny. They just, like, they don't have a concept of, like, a lot of things. and this is not a bad thing, but it's like they don't understand, like, oh, like, at the end of the day, it's 3 o'clock. Okay, guys, you gotta get out of the room. Wait, Miss S, like, why do you want us to leave? Well, because I have an hour drive home. So I would like you to get out so that I could go home. Like, you know, things like that. It's just, like, super funny. I don't know how I got on the topic of this, but videos all over the place. That's just my life. That's just how I am. So, yeah, anyways, so I felt like I was always like, oh, magic videos, that's what I have to do. And then when I got back from Comic-Con, which was like a month ago, I guess it was like 2 months ago actually, and I wanted to film the video talking about my experience, and I wanted to do things about comic books because I love comic books and they're like super awesome. And I don't know, no, I wouldn't make like a comic book channel, like I wouldn't do that, but I do want to have the chance to talk about this sort of stuff on my channel. And I'm not doing that to like attract like new people. I mean, no, like, hold on, how do I say this? Like, I'm doing it not so that I can just have more subscribers. Like, that's not why I do YouTube. Like, that's not, some people do it for the money, some people do it for the attention. I do it because I just really like doing it, and I like helping people, and I really like talking, so like I just kind of, YouTube just does that for me, where I can just like talk to my camera and, you know, have a conversation with all of you, and it's just like super fun and super awesome, and I really love it. So I really enjoyed doing that, and those videos don't really get as much views because, again, I'm here for magic and that's what I do, but I want to have the opportunity to film other videos. And now, like I said, one issue, I mean, I have a lot of issues, and I used to watch a lot more YouTubers than I do now. I used to be like, and you know, I'm kind of a person who goes through phases, like I was saying earlier about things I like. You know, when I really like something, I really like it, and I really want to pursue it. And then, you know, sometimes I kind of fall out of things and, you know, whatever. And, that's what I was saying. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of things that I don't like in the YouTube community. Like I said, for example, I personally just don't like it when people, like, post one video every month. And, like, that's it. And they have, like, millions of subscribers. And I'm just like, why? Like, to me, it's just, like, I feel like I'm kind of working for you. Like, I am producing this content for you. And, like, that for me would never be an adequate amount of videos. I couldn't, one video a month, like, are you serious? And to me, it just doesn't really make too much sense. Another thing is posting videos that are really similar, like, right next to each other. Like, I'm posting, like I said, I post 2 videos a week. So if both of those videos are going to be similar, like, unboxing videos, for example, like when Paul and I unboxed, like, I don't remember what set it was it Kaladesh yet? We filmed 2 videos. I made sure to space them apart so you wouldn't be watching 2 unboxings in a week, because to me that just doesn't make sense. Like, as a viewer, I don't want to see that. I want to see a variety of videos. That's why I always try to feel like I try to do very different videos. Like, if I have 2 videos in a week, I try to make sure they're, like, pretty different. You know, it's just something that I just, like, just something that I just like to do. Now, with video games, you know, I posted a couple of Watch Me Play Stardew Valley because I really love Stardew Valley, and I was kind of like, well, you know, maybe I'll, film this, and, you know, maybe people will like to watch this, and maybe that'll be, like, really cool. And then I had the idea today where I was like, wow, maybe I'll do, like, a Try It Tuesday, where on Tuesdays I'll film, like, me trying a new video game, or not every Tuesday, like, we'll kind of see with how that goes, but those are really easy videos for me to film. They're not super hard or anything like that, so I can film those types of videos and post those on Tuesdays. Now, I was trying to think about that in terms of how that's going to coincide with my magic videos. Now, I've been posting about 2 magic videos a week, where if I were to do that, I wouldn't want that to substitute for a magic video, because they're, like, you guys are all here for magic. So what I was thinking about is 3 videos a week. I was like, I can do 3 videos a week, and that's reasonable for me because, like I said, those computer videos are super easy. Like, it's straight up me talking while I'm playing. It's not, like, high maintenance at all. It's very manageable. I can do that. And, you know, they're fun. They're fun, like, to just kind of talk through what I'm doing and stuff like that. So that's what I want to do, is I want to do Try It Tuesdays, where I try out a new video game. Again, it's not going to be every week, but, you know, like, I'll test out games that I'll kind of just, like, see, you know, it'll kind of be like a fun little thing. I'll do, like, games on Steam, and I don't know, I just thought that it would be, like, really cool. So let me know what you think about that down below. Like I said, it's not gonna interfere with the magic videos. Like, I think if I if I totally 100% change directions of my channel, I get why people would be like super upset, because I think when I don't know, maybe I just haven't paid that much attention, but maybe some people get really upset when like the you start out doing one thing in a channel and then you change. And I understand, because you start out one thing and then you're like, why are you doing something different? I'm trying to think if I could think of like an example. I don't necessarily know, because I don't really watch like too many magic videos, which sounds weird. Sounds like I should be watching magic videos, but I really don't. That is like the timing thing too. I think like I'm just in a funk where I'm just not really into watching videos on YouTube. I'm not even really in a mood to watch like a lot of stuff in general. Like I'm watching Glee right now, but I haven't watched like episodes in like a while. Like, I don't know. I just go through phases, that's what it really is. So hold on, what was I saying? Oh man, I lost track of what I was saying. Bummer. I feel like that was a good thought too. Hold up. So it's talking about filming videos and that whole thing. Oh yeah, changing like the direction of a channel. Oh, so like I used to watch beauty videos a lot. Now I know a lot of you can't relate to that at all. Beauty and fashion videos. And when I would get really, really frustrated at the community, like there's a lot of really awesome stuff in the community. There's a lot of really awesome people, but there was a lot of frustration with it. And I know a lot of you can't relate to this, but just bear me with, because this is the example that I'm thinking of, where these girls would post videos about like makeup, and like they would be like makeup, and then they would switch to like fashion videos, and then everything would be a fashion video, and then there'd be no makeup anymore. And I'm like, bro, you started out doing one thing. Like, why can't you just mix it up? Why can't you just do one makeup video and then one fashion video? Like, why do you have to just completely 360 change your channel? Why can't you do both? Like, ¿por qué no las dos? Like, that's my favorite Spanish phrase, is why not both? ¿Por qué no las dos? Like, why not do both of those things? And that's what I want to do. And I'm not taking away from magic. I'm not doing anything like that. I mean, is it going to take away from it a little bit? I mean, if I were to post 3 magic videos a week, I mean, at this moment right now with what I'm doing, this is what I'm capable of producing. There are times where I'm less busy, but I'm usually like a pretty busy person. This semester has just been really nuts. Like, I'm actually surprised that I kept up with it as much as I can. But it's just been really crazy. It's like I get home at like minimum of 4 o'clock, and then I go to bed at like 9:30. So like I only have 5.5 hours from, my time. And I'm not saying sympathize with me. I'm not saying feel bad. Like, people have busy lives. I chose to do this. This is completely optional. I don't have to do it, but it is super fun, and I really do like doing it. But I don't know if there's a way for me to produce like more than I actually like am capable of really doing. And then, and I forgot, I work on the weekends too. So I'm just like, I'm nuts. I'm like busy like all the time. So yeah, but I don't want people to like get upset at all, because it's not really going to affect it. And if you don't like watching video game videos, you don't need to watch it. Like, it's super... There's been people who I'm subscribed to and who have been subscribed to in the past where they film specific videos that I don't like, but I don't watch them. Like, I feel like people make a big deal out about that, but it's just like, don't watch the video. If their content is being completely 100% dominated by something, that's a different story. That's like totally different, but yeah. Yeah, so I'm doing that, and then if you've managed to make this a video and the video, you're awesome. And I do want to say one thing, that I probably will be filming things on in the future. And I can't really disclose too much of it, because it's a super secretive thing. But let's just say that Paul and I are working on a project right now together. Paul's my good friend. He's in like all my videos. He's in like a lot of my EDH videos and stuff. Paul and I are working on a project right now. And it involves some cards, and it involves a game that we're making. And I'm not gonna say, anything else. But I'm just gonna leave that thought there. And I'm really excited about it. We started working on it like earlier in this week, and it's like a really interesting sort of game. I think the way that I could best describe it is, it's like Hearthstone, and if you've ever played the card game Dominion, it's kind of like those two things merged together. But it's a really cool project. I'm really looking forward to it, and like I said, we definitely 100% will be making videos on it in the future if we like kick off with this project. But I'm super excited about this. Like, I think it's a really, really cool thing, and I'm really that we're working to like produce something, and I just think it's really cool. So yeah, that was it. If you made it to the end of this video, you're super awesome. Thanks for being great. Yeah, I'm gonna go, I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I have a lot of stuff to do, actually. I have to finish some schoolwork stuff. Yeah, that's it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.